January 13th, 2013. This is social lesson number 2, Raising Partners Major, part 2. Greeting Bridge friends, Michael here at Bridge Hands, and welcome you to part 2 of our series where we're going to look at more on major suit raises. Now, you recall on our last session, we spoke about the criteria for a game, 25 points or more, the 3 types of hands, minimum, medium, or maximum. The opener can have a minimum, 12 to 14, could be a medium, 15 to 17, or it could be a maximum of 19 to 21, maybe 18 to 21 with a good 18. The responder, similarly, with less than 6 will pass. With 6 to 9, or a good 5, as we saw in the last episode, we have a minimum hand. A medium would be 10 to 12. A good 12 might want to go to game. 13 points or more will definitely insist on game after partners open with 12 points or more. With 2 minimum hands, we want to stop as soon as possible. 1 spade could be 12 to 14 or more. 2 spades, 6 to 9 points. The opener's minimum 12 to 14, stopping on the bidding right there. 8 tricks will be enough. With a minimum and a medium, they can have an invitational raise. We'll talk about that. It looks like they should be able to make 9 tricks. But if the opener has more, they can go ahead and insist upon a game if they have more than the minimum. 1 spade, 3 spades, 4 spades. With a minimum and a maximum, we will insist on game. 1 spade, 2 spades. If the opener has 19 to 21 or good 18, we'll go ahead and go to game. Okay, well, the criteria for a major suit raise would be a 8-card fit. Now, we saw in last session where the opener opened with a minor, the responder bid a major, only requires a 4-card fit, not a 5 when you responder. This is standard American bidding. And we saw where the opener had a 4-card fit as well, knowing the responder had 4 or more, so that was an 8-card fit, the golden fit as they say. Okay, the more common scenario, and the one we're going to see today, is where the opener has 5 or more. Now, when we're opening with standard American, we need 5 in the major suit. Our ACAL friends over on the other side of the pond and elsewhere in places like Australia, New Zealand, yes, the ACAL system, they only open with 4-card majors or more. We open with 5-card majors using the standard American system. So 1 spade with 5 or more. Responder, if they have 3 or more, aha, we have that golden fit of 8 cards or more in a major. Similarly, the opener might have a 6-card suit, and the responder doesn't know this, so it might go 1 spade by the opener, 1 no trump by the responder. The opener rebidding 2 spades would say, I have a 6-card suit. Now, we in bridge don't like to rebid a 5-card suit, right? Good, okay. We rebid 6-card suits. So rebidding 2 spades would say, partner, I have a 6-card suit, because they could have rebid 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, or 2 hearts, correct? Okay. And when we have more than an 8-card fit, that's worth usually an extra trick or more. So if it's 1 spade by me, 2 spades by you, but you have a 9-card fit, well, that's worth extras. And we'll talk about some different conventional agreements in just a moment. How about a 4-3 fit? No, we don't normally like to play in 4-3 fits. Why? Because one of the opponents could have 4 as well. Could have 5 on a bad day, in fact. So we normally like to have a 8-card fit. With a 4-3 fit, we normally would just as soon play in no trump. Now, sometimes the opponents will get in the auction and we have to settle for a 4-3 fit, especially if we're short in the opponent's suit. But we don't like to play with a 7-card suit. Similarly, there might be a situation where you just have a singleton in a suit and it looks like we're better to play in that 4-3 fit. So, okay, on our first hand, and we're going to have 3 variations of this, so stay tuned. We have South with a 5-4-2-2 in spades. Very nice. King, Queen, 10, 8 spot, 5 times. In hearts, King, Jack, 9-8. Looks like a great suit if you're not peeking at the north hand. In diamonds, a 9-8. Probably not worth much. And in clubs, Ace, Jack, Doubleton. So high card points, 5 in spades. Clubs, another 5 is 10. In hearts, another 4 is 14. 1 distribution for the 5th spade is opener. We count length points, responder shortage points. Coming to that in a moment. So with 15 points, do you want to open 1 no trump? No, we want to open at one spade. We certainly like the fact that we have a spade suit and we have most of our points in these majors. So we're going to open at one spade. If it was 15 points to 17, 18 to 21, it would still be one spade. In the 2/1 or in the standard American system, we have a tremendous range, don't we? 12 to 21 points. Goodness, that's the way the system works. So we're going to open at one spade. And by the way, don't count 5 points for this ace-jack doubleton of clubs. You must play the jack when you come around. There's no finesse opportunity like ace-jack third if your partner had some honors. So only count it for 4 points, please. Unless your partner opened the suit, then you're happy with an ace-jack doubleton. Count it for 5. Okay, so one spade it is. Over to the west hand, a 4-4-3-2 and less than 10 points. It'll be a pass. North has a 5-4-3-1. 3 spades, good, even though they are just baby values. In diamonds, ace, king 4 times. There's 7 points. 2 in clubs for queen fifth. We wish we had a nicer honor in a 5-card suit, but oh well. 9 points is 9 points. So do you want to respond to spades with 6 to 9 points? No, I hope not. You have some distribution points for your shortage. You have a singleton side suit heart. And you can have a chance to rough some if your partner has more than a singleton. If they have ace 3 times, good. Maybe you can get some roughs in. So yes, we would count some extra points. Now how many? Different teachers have different ideas. A doubleton they oftentimes say is worth 1. A singleton is some say it's worth 3. Others say it's worth 2. Some say it's worth 3 with 4 trump. It's maddening, isn't it? So it's probably worth about 2.5 points. And with a void, it would certainly be worth 3 to 5 points, depending upon your length of your trump, because you have lots of controls. This is sort of like if you had an ace or king doubleton, isn't it? Because after the first time it's played, you get some roughing opportunities. Now, if you had ace, king, queen in the spade suit, it wouldn't be worth hardly anything, because you've already counted the 9 points for the ace, king, queen of trump. Or you can use it for roughing too, then you can't use it for getting rid of the opponent's spades. So a lot of factors to think about, but we think it's probably worth around 2 points. So with 10 to 12 points, we invite 3 spades. Over in the east hand, 5-3-3-2 with 2 aces and the rounded suits, a pass. Back to us, do we want to accept? Well, we have the minimum hand, don't we? 12 to 14. But we have a pretty good 14. Let's look at it from a standpoint of losing trick count, for those of you who had those lessons. Okay, in our losers in spades, we have king, queen, 10, 5 times. That's 1 loser. Remember, we only count the first, beyond the first 3, we don't count losers. So we have 1 loser, missing the ace. That's 1. 2 in diamonds, up to 3. In clubs, yes, the ace, jack is as good as ace 2. So we have 1 loser, there's 4. And in hearts, king, jack, 4 times. Well, we're missing 2 of the ace, king, queen, so that gives us another 2, is up to 6 losers. So with 6 losers, yes, we have more than a 7 loser hand. 6 loser hand is a pretty good hand. We will accept. Now in this case, unfortunately, it looks like we have some issues here, and let's go to that. The opening lead from a sequence suit is going to be the queen of diamonds. We cover with the king. A low attitude is played from the east, and obviously with the ace there, everybody can see in the dummy in the north hand that they can't help much there. And we play an 8 from the south hand, 8 or 9, either's fine. Okay, what's our strategy? Do you want to start pulling trump? Well, remember, our partner in the north, they predicated the value of their hand based upon the shortage points over here in hearts. So I think that, right, we want to say that we want to do some roughing in that hearts. So that's our strategy to get rid of some of these heart losers, because we can't do finesses more than 1 time. In fact, let's start off. Oftentimes when you have this situation, you want to go ahead and play it right away with the heart. Test the mettle of east. Are they going to go up with the ace? Are they going to go low? Are they going to think 5 or 10 seconds, in which case we know they pretty much have the ace, right? So east, if you have this hand, I hope you're looking at the dummy and ready for your play on trick 2 when it comes to you. Play smoothly in tempo, as they say. Okay, so a small heart is played, and east decides to play low. Hopefully they played in tempo. We go up with the king, which wins. Good, we know now by inference that East has the ace. Okay, we could go ahead and ruff a heart at this time, but this South, for some reason, plays a diamond. Why they're not doing a ruff right away, I'm not really sure, but they go up to the ace of diamonds, and what are they going to do now? Well, they decide they're going to go ahead and play a spade there. You wonder if maybe East should have played an ace of spades and came back, and we'll see that in our next scenario. But the queen does win. Okay. Now we finally go ahead and start playing the heart. I would have done that earlier, wouldn't you? Get some ruffs in earlier before they start pulling trump on us. So we are able to get a ruff in the dummy. Good. Okay, so some of those distributional points we counted for North are paying dividends. Okay, what are we going to do now? We've got to get back to the South hand. Let's go in a club to the ace, not to the jack. You want to go ahead and go up to the ace and do that rinse, wash, lather, and repeat. For those of you with hair, that is. And so, right, we're going to go ahead and play another heart. And the queen does pop. Okay, that's interesting. So we can ruff it again. And now we can go ahead and play another club to our jack. The king wins by the west hand. And they decide they're going to play a diamond. We ruff in. We play the spade king. And fortunately, they had the jack fall doubleton, and the ace was played on the other, so it was a 3-2 split. They have one spade left. They play ace of hearts. We give them that trick. We get the last two spade tricks to make our 10-trick game. So it was one spade, three spades, invitational, even though it was 6 to 9 points, distribution points for the responder when you have that golden 8-card fit. The opener, even though it was 12 to 14 points, if you're in tune with the number of losers that you have in this hand, with a 7-loser hand, which is kind of the typical minimum 12 to 14, but you have some shape points here, and the way you count those is with our losing trick count. With ace, king, queen, we don't, once we have a partnership fit, with ace, king, queen, we don't count those as losers. Anything beyond 3 are not losers also. With a queen, third side suit, yeah, I'm afraid that is 3 losers. Okay, next hand. Well, bridge friends, good times goes by when we're having fun. I hope you enjoyed the show today. So we had quite a few new things we discussed today. Although it was major suit raises, you'll recall that in lesson number 1, in that episode, it was one of a minor, one of a major, which could be a 4-card, doesn't have to be a 5-card. Opener then supported our suit, showing at least 4 cards, right? Open with 5, support with 4, respond with 4, so 4-4 is a major suit fit. Minimum was with 12 to 14 hands. Medium, 15 to 17. They jumped 1 to 3 spades. In this case, though, today, it was where the opener opened with a 5-card or longer suit. 1 spade showing 5 spades, and 12 or more, same with the heart suit. The responder with a 3-card fit could, with the minimum hand, 6 to 9, bid 2 spades, sign off. Invitational, remember we're playing invitational raises here. Some of your friends may be showing forcing raises. In that case, you'll have to manufacture bids such as 2 of a minor, a convenient minor suit, and then later come back with 3 spades. Okay, but in this situation, we have where we had 1 spade, 3 spades invitational with 10 to 12. Now, yes, we didn't have 10 to 12 high card points, but we had shortage points in a side suit, one not bid by our partner. That's a good thing. So, with 10 to 12 points, you respond 3 spades, and with some extras, sure, we went to game. We then took a look at a situation where there wasn't a fit initially, where opener bid 1 spade and you only had 2 spades as responder. Sorry, can't support my suit with 2 or 3 or 4 spades. But you could bid something like 2 diamonds with 10 points or more. In this case, we had where there was an intervening double, and that presented some wrinkles depending upon your partnership agreements. Always get to know thy partner and know thyself, right? So we discussed quite a few different things. We had looked at some promotion plays in one situation where they played the ace king in a 3rd major suit trump against us. That was cool, wasn't it? Maybe you want to remember that sometime when you are the defender and keep them from having roughing opportunities in the dummy. And that was what we did on quite a few of the hands, right? The singleton heart, we had king, jack, the fourth of hearts. We were hoping to get some extra finessing tricks, oh well, but we played that singleton heart to our king, and they either went up or not, but we did get some roughs in the dummy. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll look forward to seeing you again soon, and as always, have a great day playing bridge. Bye for now.